Hold tight, welcome to today's plumberparts.co.uk video. My name's James, and today we're having a look at some of those plumbing disasters that you guys have sent us on Facebook. But before we continue, remember to subscribe. And also, George the cat is dead because he did this on the cooker. He's not actually dead, I just can't find him. If I find him, he will definitely be on this video. Anyway, I hope you subscribe because it's damn important. And also there's going to be a link as well somewhere along this video that will take us to our Facebook page so you can send us in your own photos and videos for our proposal. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. And remember everyone, to hold tight. Plumberparts.co.uk. Honest reviews and advice. Ben Jones, he's a young lad, an apprentice, and he's just found some gaffer tape plumbing. Brian Bell wants to know why. Why did someone pipe up this radiator like this? Was it Friday? Was it Thursday? Was it Thursday night and they had Friday off at the golf course? Oh, you remember in our last plumbing disasters thing, Dan Bush basically came along and said, look at this awful bit of pipe work. Awful, bad, terrible. I said, mate, on Facebook, I replied to him, I was like, dude, if you sort that pipe work out, you send us a photo through so you can verify it. Well, he sent us a photo through and look how amazing that pipework is. Well done, Dan. It'd be nice to know though, mate, if under all that lagging, you made that nice sexy copper pipe, or did you use not as sexy plastic pipe? We'll see. Oh dear, Flow Plumbing are basically crying at the moment. This sort of thing sends shudders into plumbers' udders. George McDonald sent us through a plumbing Christmas tree. Oh yeah, Harry Crew and a few other people sent us through this one, and it got like a big reaction. Everyone was like, this is fake. You're gonna hear that going through the radiator pipework. Well, none of you even thought about the fact that the guy who might have been doing the drilling was actually wearing some earphones. What if he couldn't hear what was going on, huh? Have you thought about that? You thought about that, have you? Jack Bennett. Jack, what a beautiful little photo. Someone actually thought, oh, we're going to put a little bit of boxwork over this gas pipe here, but we're also going to put a little bit of snaky woo-woos going up from it. Now, there's nothing I like more than a bit of snaky woo-woos. They made sure that they left the snaky woo-woo plenty of areas to wiggle around, and it was just beautiful. And then James Hayslip came in on the Gas Flexi Friday bonanza with a little bit more of this horrible stuff. I mean, look at that. Disgusting. Terrible. C'est grande vacances, which is actually a big holiday, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Oh, Jason Moore, I was going to save this for the Christmas special, but I just love it so much. It does look like a wee little snowman. I mean, if you've got some squirty foam left over, don't do what this guy did. I mean, what a total idiot. That stuff is like virtually impossible to get off your skin. It's cancerous, and he's got it all over his face. If mates have got it everywhere. I'd like to know how long it took you to get that off your face, okay? Jason Rugg sent us through a photo as well. He thought that this was actually like the Virgin Mary had appeared on the side of a, I don't know, early 2000s new build. But no, it actually turns out that the high pressure relief valve, sorry, I was about to sneeze. The high pressure relief valve has been releasing. Josh McWilliamson, what are you doing? Have you fixed it? Pictures. Poor old Josh Tappin. Just like last week, someone had a nice little easy install to do. And now look, this week, more awful installs. I think his name is Joe McGrandle, and he likes to have a large handle on his toolbox. And anyway, he's found a nice boiler that's above the stairs and virtually impossible to get to unless you get, well, your ladder. Carolyn Kelly McGee found that a magna cleaner is doing its job. Very good to see as well. Nathan Dyer, no relation to Danny Dyer, has found that either an apprentice has forgotten to put the trap on and they put it outside, or someone's just put it outside because they don't know any better. Let's face it, that looks like it's been there a while. How has that not frozen? Power Flush All has sent us through a lovely photo of a lot of gas bottles lined up. I mean, actually you probably know from the last Christmas video, I cut a gas bottle as well to make a nice little heater. Still going on outside there at the moment, next to the big green egg. Robbie Williams has been finding radiators instead that have been piped up absolutely terribly. Yes, goddamn. One of my favourites this week from Sarai. Sarai found some pipes that weren't quite right. That's what's wrong with these pipes, not quite right. Because really, they should have done them in hard pipe. I know, you know, sometimes flexies are allowed. If they're hidden and it's late in the day or whatever, bung them in by all means. But, you know, this is just unacceptable flexi madness, and it's not allowed. Simon Catterick, which, by the way, was a very good comedy series featuring Vic and Bob. Simon Catterick went from this, doing this lovely bathroom and sorting that out, to this, having a lovely pint, sitting on the sofa whilst watching Emmerdale. Oh, isn't that nice? Sorry, mate, I don't know if you're watching Emmerdale, do I? I mean, looking at your photo, looking at the sort of guy you are, you've got a beard, you've got a furrowed brow from all that thinking about plumbing that you've been doing for such a long time, I'd say that you're probably a watcher of Josh tapping in a house looking for a radiator. Have a look at this.
So we got a call to change a radiator. The only thing is, it's behind all of that. Cheers, love.
Steve McLean sounds very similar to the man who got on the bike in The Great Escape and then tried to jump over a fence, much to the annoyance of the Germans, right next to Switzerland. Halt! Anyway, he's found a dreadful flu. Who cares? Just mastic it up or do whatever. I mean, I'd use blue tack to sort that one out and then a bit of gaffer tape. Oh, just take the whole lot out, mate, and start again. Toby Jones has sent us through some photos that some other people have sent through and therefore they're clones. That doth rhyme. Yeah, so looking at this is just awful. Pipes just hanging all over the place, no clips there. I mean, this has been popping about the last few days and it's absolutely dreadful. So thanks very much for sending that in to us, mate. Will Collier has found an old saggy trap. Anyway, we said to you in the video that's appearing behind you now, there's double jimmies now. Woo, woo, woo. Anyway, so we asked you in the video there, what are you doing at work today? And we've asked you that over the last few days and we had a few replies. Number one, Jack Bennett came in. Poor Jack. Jack was just going to fill it up. It was just going to top up the pressure in the heating system and then obviously find out why it had lost pressure in the first place. To find that the boiler had been installed like this by some complete person. Unlucky, mate. Richard Miller is still learning the trade, so today he's been whapping in some radiators like you do in the old bays when you were back at college. Keep up the good work there, Richie Miller. Oh, Dave Corston, what a blast from the past, mate. That stuff is dreadful. The old pipe plastic one from back in the 70s when there was a copper shortage. I ripped a load of this stuff out, and to get the actual adapters, if you need to keep a bit in to go over to normal copper, is virtually impossible. It's a nightmare to get. So unlucky dudes, and I hope you have a good day, man. Brian Holmes came in with an absolutely hilarious joke. He's putting the fairy on the tree. Seriously, one of my balls went a little bit lower because I was laughing so much. That's how funny that was. I'm only joking, mate. It's actually quite good. Better than what I could think of. And Gavin Plumley, which is such a lovely name, is defrosting the freezer using his blowtorch and not an electric heater. Even though that might not be such a good idea either with all that water everywhere. But hey, here we go. Hey. Liam Duffy, haven't heard from you in a while, Liam. Where have you been? What's going on? Have you been shopping for incredible hats? Maybe you have. Doesn't beat my hats from the compression video that we did a couple of years ago. Anyway, you're rainwater harvesting, and good on you, mate. Saving the environment. Good stuff. So then, my dear beasts, let it be known that there is going to be a lovely Christmas plumbing video. Hopefully we can get round to it. We are making a few other videos as well for some other companies as well that you might like to know about. And also there's going to be a major redevelopment on the website that you guys are going to get the heads up on, and it's especially important for people who are plumbers as well. Put it this way, you're going to be the first to know, okay, and have the first opportunity of using it, and let us know what you think as well. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Remember to subscribe, go on Facebook and all that sort of stuff. I'm not going to go on because we noticed that we get a lot of viewer drop-offs for this bit, which means you miss out on footage of Big G at the end of the video, but that's your own fault. Anyway, I'll see you guys later, and I'll see you in our next video, our next advice video, our next Winnie Boo Boos video, or whatever it's going to be. Anyway, we'll see you then. And remember, everyone, there's one thing you got to do throughout the night, and that is to hold tight. See you later. plumberparts.co.uk. Honest reviews and advice.
Ian! For God's sake, relax. The line's on the M25.
Evil G. Get him back on the chair.
What have you done with him? Okay, you're going to lie down in the ball pit. I'll find Ian and then we'll have a big chat about everything. A big chat during which I will reverse out of our agreement.
slippery, like a real sketchy fucker. Well, I think she's a small-minded, two-faced boss-killing machine. Well, she said I needed to change. She's this